Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex and today is quite an exciting video. The HomePod has arrived. So let's take it inside and see what's inside this quite heavy box. Unbox this brown postage box. Ah, wow. So it's in quite, it's quite heavy like I said. So if I slide it out this way. Okay. First time doing unboxing video, guys. It's crazy. Right. Oh, it's inside. Yeah, we just leave this. It's fine. Yeah, don't laugh, camera person. It's in this plastic paper casing thing. I'm gonna remove it, and it's in a very nice white Apple box, and it's got a picture of a HomePod, and it's a space gray one. That's what I ordered. So it's just like the iPhone's boxes, there's a little lid thing, so we'll remove this. Wow, so put it aside. And this is the HomePod, it's round. Reminds me of a UE Wonder Boom. It's not as big as I expected, but it's really heavy, and it's got a nice, what do you call this feeling? Mesh. Mesh, that's it, yeah. Nice mesh speaker thing. That's the box. Isn't there anything else inside the box? So nothing inside that box. So there's a speaker. Attached to the speaker is the power. It's quite a long power cable. It's yeah, it goes around quite a lot, and it's threaded as well, so it's tough stuff. So let's set it up, bring it into the bedroom and set it up. So we're in the bedroom and I just plugged it in, and there's some nice loading lights here, which is quite nice. Hopefully it will make some kind of noise or hint.
Settings. Social folder. 7 apps. 68 new items. Double tap to open.
So it made a really nice tone. It's got the loading lights. And
alert.
Oh, I've got a little notification here.
Social folder. HomePod.
Oh,
heading.
HomePod. Right. That's good.
Setup. Button. HomePod. Dismiss. Button. Home. Setup.
So I'm going to click on setup.
Where is the HomePod? Heading.
Where is the HomePod? It is in the bedroom.
Bedroom. Continue.
Oh,
bedroom.
it knows already.
Bedroom. Continue. Button.
Continue.
Personal requests. Heading.
Personal requests.
To use this HomePod to send and read messages, add reminders, create notes and more, you must use the Home app on your iPhone to enable personal requests.
Okay.
Okay. Button.
That's fine.
Terms and conditions. Heading.
T's and C's. We're going to agree.
Please, by you, view, agree, don't agree, agree.
Agree,
button.
yes.
Accounts and settings. Heading.
Accounts and settings.
.com.
That's my Apple ID.
Use your iCloud account, Wi-Fi and settings on this iPad to configure your HomePod. You can transfer settings. Use your iCloud account, Wi-Fi and settings on this iPad to configure your HomePod. You can change them later in the Home app.
Fantastic.
Transfer settings. Button. Transfer settings.
Transfer settings.
HomePod. Heading.
Ooh, fancy. Nice tone again.
VoiceOver on.
That is really fast. Oh, it also copied across my accessibility settings, which is quite interesting. I'm assuming it doesn't turn on VoiceOver by default. I'm quite surprised I need VoiceOver. Why do I need VoiceOver? It's a speaker. Okay, let's see what's next step.
HomePod. In progress. Setting up. Setting up.
Okay, still setting up. Do I touch this? Oh, it's got a VoiceOver sound.
Play.
Oh.
Alex.
Hi, Siri. I'm Siri. Welcome to HomePod. You can't tell, but I'm waving. To get my attention, say, "Hey Siri."
Hey Siri, what can you do?
HomePod is ready.
I can help
Heading.
with any of the HomeKit accessories you've set up in the Home app. So you can ask things like, "Hey Siri, set the thermostat to 72 degrees."
Yep, when I want to do
or,
that.
"Hey Siri, did I lock the front door?"
Okay, we can do that, but we can't do the thermostat because it's the Nest.
Done. Button.
So
HomePod is ready.
that looks
Heading.
like it's ready.
Done.
I'm gonna
Button.
click done.
Social folder.
I guess that's
7
on.
apps. 69 new items.
2 weeks later.
Welcome back. It's been 2 weeks since I unboxed and set it up the HomePod. The reason why it took 2 weeks is because I needed that time to review it, to give a honest opinion on my personal experience of the HomePod, rather than rushing it out like so many YouTube channels I've seen. I feel like you can't really give a review on a product if you only used it for a day. You need at least a week. So here is my review of the Apple HomePod. Let's talk about design. There's really not much to say other than it's round. It's got a mesh speaker going all the way around the HomePod, providing audio. Wherever you put this in a room, you will still get good audio. And at the bottom, we've got a rubber ring that sort of holds it in place so it doesn't slip around. This thing is actually really heavy, so I don't think it'll be moving around, but even if you wanted to, it doesn't really move around when you push it like that. And on the top, we have the touchscreen controls, so you can press play, pause, volume up, next track, and I will talk about this later on because it does involve voiceover, surprisingly. At the back here, we have the nylon threaded cable, which is the power cable, and that goes directly into the power source. So that's that. Before we even start talking about Siri's functionalities and what it can do, I would like to point out one of my favorite features already, is the fact that you can change Siri's voice. From a male, say hello.
Okay. Hello.
To a female, say hello.
Hello. How's that?
And even the accent. Good day, mate.
Hi, I'm Siri. What a lovely HomePod. I like what you've done with the place.
Of course, this is nothing new to some of our viewers, but us in the UK, when we got the Amazon Echo and the Google Home, we were stuck with one voice, and the fact that you can change all these voices on the HomePod is quite refreshing. Now that we're across the room and about 4 meters away from the HomePod, I'd like to test how well it understands me from this distance. So we're going to start off with something very basic, and then we're going to play some music at 100% to see how well it understands me then. Let's start with something easy. What is the time?
It's 21:59.
No problems there. Play music. Hey Siri, stop. So it understood me even with music playing out at 100%, and I didn't have to really raise my voice. I just spoke normally and it understood me. Let's go through the things that you will ask Siri. What is the weather like tomorrow?
Looks like it will be partly cloudy in Romford tomorrow. The high will be 6 degrees and the low will be 0. My weather data is provided by the Weather Channel.
Is it going to be sunny tomorrow?
It won't be sunny, just partly cloudy tomorrow.
Typical English weather. But that was easy enough. Set a timer for 10 seconds.
10 seconds and counting.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey Siri, stop. What is 45 times 64 divided by 3 minus 4?
45 times 64 divided by 3 minus 4 is 956.
When is Chelsea playing next?
Chelsea faces Manchester United on Sunday at 14:05.
What is the nearest Chinese takeaway?
Blue Orchid is the closest option I see. It offers takeaway and averages 5 stars according to Yelp. It's open today from 17:30 to 22:30.
Give me directions.
I'm sorry, I can't help with directions here.
How far is London to New York?
New York is about 3,468 miles from London as the crow flies.
How do you say, I want to be the very best like no one ever was in French?
In French, I want to be the very best like no one ever was.
Je veux être le meilleur comme jamais.
I am not singing that. How do you say I love you in Chinese?
In Mandarin Chinese, I love you is
我爱你，我爱你。
我爱你. Perfect. It's like I'm Chinese and everything. Remind me to call my boss when I leave home.
Okay, I'll remind you about call my boss when you leave home.
Set up an event titled Doctor's Appointment on the 1st of June.
I can't access your calendar here. Sorry about that.
So no calendar, but I'm sure that will come in the future. How do you spell facetious?
Facetious, F-A-C-E-T-I-O-U-S.
Who is the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom?
The answer I found is Theresa May.
What about China?
China, officially the People's Republic of China, is a unitary sovereign state in East Asia and the world's most populous country,
Hey,
with
Siri,
a population
stop.
of around...
So it doesn't remember my previous question. How many stones is 88 kilograms?
88 kilograms is 13.86 stone.
Ask my brother, when do you finish university for Easter break?
Your message to Samuel says, when do you finish university for Easter break? Ready to send it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll send it.
So that uses your phone's text messaging or iMessaging, and it will send that message. It does not support calling yet, which is quite disappointing. Read my message from my brother.
You have 10 new messages in 7 conversations. Last Monday, 3 alerts said, from 3, your new bill is ready to...
And of course, you want to control your home because it's a speaker for your home, so naturally you want to control the lights. Turn on my light.
All set.
Set my lights to blue.
Done.
Set my lights to yellow.
All set.
Set my lights to pink.
Okay.
Turn off my lights.
All set.
Is my front door locked?
Your front door is locked.
That's good to know. And what's also really good is that you cannot unlock your front door or any locks on your HomePod. You would need your phone for that because it's a security. Apple obviously thought about that, so people can't yell from outside to say, hey Siri, open the door, or something like that, stupid like that, and allow people to come in. So when you try to unlock your front door, it will say this: unlock my front door.
Sorry, I can't unlock secure accessories here. Try asking me on your iOS device.
So all secure. And if you know that someone just came in and you know that they don't bother locking the door, you can say this: lock my front door.
I'm on it. Your front door is locked.
Wake me up tomorrow at 7.
Your 7 o'clock alarm is on.
Early the next morning.
As Apple Music's exclusively to the HomePod, naturally media playback controls are very well done using your voice. Play Drake's latest song.
Here's God's Plan by Drake.
Add this to my library.
Okay, I've added it.
I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me.
Play the playlist Chinese music.
Playlist Chinese music now playing.
What song is this? Let's see if we can pronounce Chinese letters.
You're listening to by Eason Chan.
They can't. Play the podcast 1K Ways to Dice.
Here's the 1K Ways to Dice, an actual play podcast.
And stay around. You are concerned because there is indeed what looks to be not so much hobgoblin-like materials around here.
So it understands my voice very well, even with speech going on. Something that the Amazon Echo struggles with when I'm listening to an audiobook. It just doesn't hear the wake word when speech is also in the room. Audio quality. I am no audiophile, so I won't be using any technical terms here, but even I know this guy sounds amazing. The bass is so rich. I love listening to music with a lot of bass in it. Welcome to the stereo experience. Put your headphones in and let's get started. I'll gradually increase the volume as the song progresses, and once it hits max volume, it gives you kind of an idea what it sounds like. So let's get started. So it's going to gradually go up.
You know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Hey Siri.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Volume 100.
I can't make this any louder.
Patty cake with no hands. Got me in this club making wedding plans.
Volume 50.
Gonna make you famous on Instagram.
Hey Siri. Volume 25%. Hey Siri. Volume 5%. Play Faded by Alan Walker.
Here's Faded by Alan Walker.
Still 5%. Let's increase the volume. Hey Siri. Volume 25. Hey Siri, volume 50. And I quite like this feature. Hey Siri, volume 100%.
That's very loud. Are you sure?
Yes. As I mentioned before, you cannot play third-party streaming services on the HomePod. You only can use iTunes or Apple Music. But there is an option, which is AirPlay. So I can go into Spotify on my iPad here and AirPlay a song. What's playing right now? So let me AirPlay this. More devices. Bedroom HomePod. So now it's playing it on the HomePod. And of course you can watch a YouTube video and have it play on a better speaker.
Last place, it was because she really didn't attempt any tricks. I can't show you the video for legal reasons, but when she would get to the...
Yep, I won't probably play this video for legal reasons as well. I don't want to be copyrighted. Thanks, Phil. So earlier on I was talking about how annoying Hey Siri can get, especially when you're using it for multiple devices. And I'll quickly show you what I mean by this. Hey Siri, who's the tallest person in England?
I can't find the answer to that on HomePod.
Now, I don't think it would have told me even on the iPad, but it would have pulled out a search result and I can just click on it and look on it. But it thinks that I'm closer to the HomePod, so the HomePod took over from the iPad and it just gave me that generic answer, which is not helpful at all. So this is quite interesting. I didn't realize the HomePod had voiceover, but in my defense, I didn't think it needed voiceover because it's a voice-powered speaker, so you use your voice to control playback, so why would you need voiceover? But there is, like I said, a touch bar or a touch panel at the top here where you can control music, and without voiceover, you don't know which ones play or whatever. But I personally think it would have been better if we just use gestures instead of voiceover. So here's an example. Turn on voiceover.
Okay, I've turned on voiceover. Voiceover on.
It tells you what you're touching, so if I touch it...
Play.
So if I double tap now, it will play.
You'll stand but at the edge of the brush. Somewhat old-fashioned. You just
decrease volume.
Slowly poke your head over like a giant
pause.
Bush and stare around.
Increase volume. Pause.
You are...
So it gives you these extra controls once music's playing or audio's playing to decrease volume and increase volume, and there's even more gestures where you can control playback, but I'll make a different video on how to use voiceover on the HomePod. I personally think that this is a little bit redundant. I'd rather have gestures and have voiceover off because it interrupts the experience of audio playback. So, final thoughts. There's really not much to add because I already covered it in a previous video, 3 reasons why the HomePod's going to suck, and it's those 3 reasons why I won't be keeping mine. The limitations to Siri, the limitations to HomeKit, and finally the limitations to streaming services. And obviously if you're in the Apple ecosystem, this doesn't really affect you, as you will have Apple Music, and you probably haven't started buying devices for your smart home yet, so you can go with HomeKit. It is going to be a bit expensive for you guys, but who cares? And obviously you're used to Siri by now, there's no argument there. But if you're not an Apple user and you're not in the ecosystem, this device isn't for you. There is no middle ground, there's no sitting on the fence with this. You're either in the ecosystem or you're not. If you're not, you don't even have a device to set this one up. This does not work on an Android device. You cannot set up a HomePod with an Android smartphone. And its redeeming quality is its sound quality. The audio on the HomePod sounds amazing, and for such a small device, it will fit anywhere in your room and deliver really, really nice audio. And some people went as far as to say the HomePod sounds better than the Sonos Play 5. I personally own a Play 5 and I disagree. The Play 5 sounds a lot louder and the audio quality is generally a lot better. But it is £200 more, so yes, it could be on the same level, but if you're talking about pure quality, the Sonos Play 5 sounds a lot better. I personally think people are hyping up the sound quality on the HomePod just a bit, only because there's not really much for them to talk about and they're focusing on the quality of the speaker, which is great, but it's nowhere near the best. Thanks for watching, it's been fun testing out the new HomePod. Even if I wasn't too impressed, I always like to test out new products. If this video has helped you any way, shape or form, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps my channel to grow. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.